everybody, welcome to Wild Boy Movies, the place to talk movies. And today, we're gonna be reviewing Superman, the true beginning of the brand new DCU. Right now, I'm gonna have some information up on screen for you to read, like director, runtime, and PAA rating. All of that will be up on screen for you to read right now. But be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below your thoughts on Superman. But without further ado, let's get right into the pros. Alright, starting off, I gotta go ahead and praise James Gunn, the director of this movie, because he once again delivered yet a great and amazing comic book movie, which is no surprise because James Gunn has done a really good job with these superhero type projects, whether that be with Marvel or DC, whether that be on the big screen or on television. I'm thinking he's doing a great job with every comic book property that he has handled, from Guardians of the Galaxy to the Suicide Squad, and I think Superman might just be one of his best comic book properties that he has ever made. And I think Superman might just be the best comic book project that he's went ahead and made, up there with something like the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie, in my opinion. I just really liked how James Gunn embraced the comic book nature of this movie, and it just made it a lot more entertaining than it already was. And yeah, this is also a really great movie from James Gunn as well, and he's solidified of one of the best comic book directors that we've gotten. And whenever we get like an announcement for a James Gunn directed comic book project, I'm definitely gonna be excited and checking it out. I also really liked all of the world building that this movie went ahead and had, because this is a Superman in a whole new DC universe. They started mostly all over, and we get a lot of cameos in this movie. And I'll say a lot, not that much, but the cameos we do get, they were pretty good. I'm not gonna say what the cameos are because this is spoiler free, but yeah, those cameos were pretty good, and there are also some Easter eggs that hint to the broader future of the DCU, and there are characters in here that could be set up for other DC projects. Like, I know we got Mr. Terrific and Metamorpho, where they could be setting up the Terrifics, whether that be in a movie or TV show. We know that Guy Gardner, Green Lantern, is going to be a part of the HBO series Lanterns, and I just like all of this world building and interconnectivity of the movies that we've gotten of this DCU so far, from Creature Commandos and Superman, and more to come with like Peacemaker Season 2, Lanterns, and the Supergirl movie. And I also really liked how this movie was Superman focused. While we got other characters like Mr. Terrific, Green Lantern, and Hawkgirl in here, I did like how they were able to make Superman the main character of this movie, in a movie that is named after him, and still have all of those side characters in the movie. I think they were able to use all of those side heroes very well and use the screen times pretty well in this movie, while having a main focus on Superman himself. I think James Gunn really nailed the usage of these other heroes. To some people, they might have thought before seeing this movie, this kind of feels like a mini Justice League movie featuring Superman, when no, it is Superman centered, and it's really about him. These side characters just help the plot move forward a bit, and I like how they were able to use those characters in the movie. I do also really like the action sequences in this movie, and when I say action sequences, I mean a lot of action sequences in this movie. In fact, this movie just jumps right into the action, and it's all very good, and it's also paired with some great cinematography. I like the way this movie was shot, and all the bright and vibrant colors that this movie had. They just all looked very good, and they just looked very good on screen. And the cast in here also has to get a lot of praise in here, because all of the cast members in here do a great job. You got David Cornswet as our new Superman, who I haven't seen that many Supermans before. I've only seen like Nicolas Cage's through the Teen Titans movie, Channing Tatum's through the Lego movies, Henry Cavill's, and now David Cornsweet. But I can confidently say that, in my own opinion, David Cornsweet is the best Superman that we've gotten. Like, I like how this one, not only does his suit look great, but I also like how he is like this hopeful and bright superhero that cares about everyone. And that whenever a giant kaiju attacks, he takes the moment to save some random civilians that might accidentally get killed by this kaiju and making sure they're okay. Like, that is Superman, not whatever Zack Snyder did. Which, yeah, that one was a pretty good Superman, but Cornsweet was just better. Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane was also pretty good. Nicholas Hoult in here, dude, is straight up the ultimate hater, because this dude, all he did for the movie, like, his main goal was to, like, yeah, I don't care, about, like, any of this stuff going on. I'm doing what I'm doing because I hate Superman and he needs to die. Like, that is just peak Lex Luthor right here, and that is, of course, accompanied by Nicholas Hoult, who I think is a good actor. And you also got the Justice Gang in here, who I thought were also done pretty well. You got, like, Isabella Marcet as Hawkgirl, who didn't get much to do, but still enjoyed her in the movie. Eddie Caffidi as Mr. Terrific was also a really good character in here, and I want to see more of him in the future of the DCU. And you got Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner, Green Lantern, which might be my favorite of the Justice Gang, and it's the reason I'm more excited for that Lantern series, because I liked Nathan Fillion's portrayal of Guy Gardner in that movie, and I want to see more of it in the Lantern series. And also, I think now it certifies me as a Green Lantern fan. But really, there are a lot more great things to say about Superman, but yeah, this generally is just a really good movie. And honestly, in my opinion, the best DC movie that we've gotten basically ever. I don't really have that many cons with the movie, aside for some like minor nitpicks, but this movie's just so good that those minor nitpicks are kind of not worth talking about. But yeah, I did kind of want to see more of Ma and Pa Kent, because they were actually really great in this movie. But yeah, this is such a great movie. I can't wait to watch it again whenever I get the chance. And I definitely want to get that YouTube's Crypto plush, because yeah, Crypto right here was also a great character. And honestly, Superman might just end up being the best movie of the year thus far, is what I'd be saying if we hadn't gotten K-pop Demon Hunters. So for my scorecard, I'm gonna give Superman 5 stars, with the score out of 10 being 10 out of 10, with the percentage being 100%, with a grade of A+, with my final verdict being very promising start to the DCU. But that was my review for Superman. I want to hear from you guys. What are you guys' thoughts on this movie? Go ahead and leave that down in the comment section. And while you're at it, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. And have a great day.